And I think that we are getting very close now to the day when you will have to choose. Freedom is valuable, and you know, many people, they are spoiled because they have freedom, and they never had to fight for that freedom, and they think that they always will have these freedoms that they have now, and that's not the case. Once they are taken away, they are usually not given back.
But the first two things to go during subversion was religion, education. Those are the two things that
education's gone.
That's where we are. And there's multiple media, all that stuff. But right now, I think we are definitely living through that.
I just had a really horrifying thought.
Oh no. Let's hear it.
You see this guy right here? Look at those eyes. This is Commander Red. Okay, there he is. Commander Red was busted carrying a flamethrower to a Wisconsin Black Lives Matter rally and dropped into the fetal position and began crying.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
The horrifying thought was, like, we're sitting here laughing, and we're like, look at this moron!
Yeah.
And then in 20 years, he's pulling the cord on the guillotine
Oh,
with us
gosh.
in it. And he's got like a rugged beard, and he's all ripped, and he's like, remember that episode? 126, Timcast IRL, September 2nd, 2020. And I'm like, no.
That's it.
No, I wouldn't be crying. I'd be like, bring it, come on.
Spit in his face.
Get my head chopped off.
Send me to heaven. I'm ready.
Right, yeah.
He like looks in the basket in the last split second of life. I go, yeah, and I spit blood on him. Okay, that was a little gruesome, but let's read it.
The highest art of warfare is not to fight at all, but to subvert anything of value in the country of your enemy, until such time that the perception of reality of your enemy is screwed up to such an extent that he does not perceive you as an enemy. The moment you bring a country to the point of almost total demoralization, when nothing works anymore, when you are not sure whether it is right or wrong, good and bad, when there's no division between evil and good, when even the leaders of church sometimes say, well, violence for the sake of justice, especially social justice, is justified. And we listen to them and say, yeah, probably it's true. Is it true? No, it is not true. Violence is not justified, especially for the sake of quote-unquote social justice introduced by Marxist-Leninists.
Timeless goes together, I don't really know.
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.
Yeah.
Woo-ah. Yeah. Yeah, you fucking with some sweet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and mop for this pussy. Mop for this? Oh, bring a bucket and mop for this wet pussy. You gotta mop up there.
Well, something else is happening. Something that I don't think any of us considered. White nationalists are wearing black bodysuits and they're committing murders to raise the Chicago crime rate. Why are the shootings in Chicago primarily happening over the weekend? I don't believe it's us killing us alone. Not with the full silicone bodysuits that white men can purchase, wear, and easily be mistaken as a black man. The white nationalists will find a way. Oh my fucking god! Yeah. It's Transformers, Nazis in disguise. No.
Because they've shown up to people's houses. And then when, look, I can't believe I'm going to show you this. I can't, look at this. Mayor Ted Wheeler. Today I sent this letter via email to Donald Trump declining his recurring offer to aid Portland by sending federal enforcement to the city. What a piece of garbage.
Garbage.
Dude, come on, man.
Does he think he's actually getting something done here? What is he doing?
You know they rioted in Minneapolis over a guy who killed himself?
Yes, I remember that. It was just a couple days ago.
You take a night off for... Ghost just died. Let me process that statement.
Basically, what this means is you can do a little liberty dance, because this is fantastic.
Space in which we can talk about arts and culture. And by that, I mean everything from the lowest art, pop culture, pap, all the way up to high art, I guess you'd call it, or you know, the things like opera, modern art, stuff you'd go to a gallery to see. So it's going to run the whole gamut. But also within that, I also am reading Batman.
To what degree do you comply with whatever comes from the government? Because as a family you have to, you need to have talked about these things up front. Will you bend the knee? It's funny how people have been conditioned to bend the knee. Makes you think. Will you bend the knee to whatever rules and regulations that are imposed on you? Or will you say, well, I can't say that word here on YouTube, but will you say no, F that? I'm not going to be part of this.